So I'm about to fly overseas for the first time, going to Japan. I think it should be really, really good. I don't usually like being on camera like this, but I thought I'd give it a try. So we'll have a look around the airport, and there's still about an hour until I'm actually getting on the plane. So yeah, hopefully this will be a really good travel vlog. So yeah, I've never travelled internationally before. There's this duty-free section at the airport. There's lots of stuff in here. So there's a lot of alcohol. And there's a JB Hi-Fi oven. Phones. Apple stuff. And a Switch 2. More wine and stuff. So I'm travelling on ANA, and at the moment I think it's about 8:30 PM. It's about half an hour until the boarding starts, I think. And so that's the flight that I'm going to be going on. Well, there's the plane. So the flight is going to be about 9.5 hours roughly. It's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. The longest flight I've been on before I think was to Sydney when I was a kid. Maybe 5 hours or something, and then that's about 4 hours from Perth to Melbourne. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty exciting trip. I'm going to be going there for 2 weeks, so there'll be a lot of stuff to see in this video. Alright, well it's time to go on. Hi. Okay, now on board.
Welcome on board. Please pay attention to the following safety instructions. In the overhead compartment or under the seat in front, and do not stack items on top of each other as they may fall out. Return your seat and table to the original position for takeoff and landing. ベルト着用サイン点灯中、並びにお座りの間はシートベルトを常に着用してください。
We are now ready for takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelt tight and well. Thank you.
We're going to be landing very, very soon. It's too bad I can't see out the window from here. At least not with the camera. There we go, I just landed. Okay, so now that that's done, the flight was okay. I barely got any sleep though. So we'll see how today goes. So that's cool. I thought there was like customs and stuff first, but I guess we have to go to the baggage first. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, well I'm through customs and everything now. Gonna try and work out what to do next. Thankfully the airport Wi-Fi is good, so I was able to connect to the internet, but I need to find a SIM card. I saw down that way there's a place that says SIM on it. So I just need to work out some stuff and then work out how to get the train to the hotel. Okay, this looks a bit more like something. It's got Nintendo check-in. What is this going to be? Okay, so here's some more sim places. And there's this Nintendo thing. That's cool. Okay, so I got a SIM card from that place. Now that that's sorted out, I'll just have to work out where I can get the train to the hotel after I have a bit more of a look around at the airport here. Here's the first vending machines I've seen. I want to get a lot of stuff from vending machines while I'm here. It's got ice cream. I don't really want anything at the moment because I had breakfast on the plane. One's got coffee. So there's all these train services under the airport, and I'm not sure which one. Well, I think I need to get on the Skyliner. I don't know where that is, but I just remembered I don't have a Suica card or anything yet. So maybe I can get one of those here somewhere. Okay, so I got my ticket, and I was told I have to come down this way. And the train is in 10:19, so like 15 minutes. Okay, so this has Skyliner on it, so I think I'm going in the right direction. Okay, I made it on the train. And I have a window seat. This should be interesting. And so it's all assigned seating. Car 5, seat 8D. And then this goes somewhere to one of the smaller stations, and then I can change over to a different train to get one closer to the hotel. Well, that was a pretty good train ride. So I'm at that station now. I should be able to get other trains here to go to other stations near the hotel. Okay, so with a bit of help asking where people to go, I got a Suica card. So this will let me go on the trains and stuff. And so that was from the black ticket machine just there. You can buy one from there. I think I've loaded it with about $30 worth of credit. So I'm not sure how far that's going to get me, but at least I should be able to get on the next train now. I wasn't supposed to have gone through the gate back there. It wasn't letting me through. I have to go through this gate to the JR line. So the lady helped me again, which is nice.
This is the Yamanote Line train down for Tokyo and Nara. The next station is Okachimachi. JY4. The doors on the left side will open. Please change your for the Oedo subway line.
Okay, well this is the station near where my hotel is, so I should be able to work out from where to go. What station is this? I don't remember the name of this station. Oh, look at that. Look how long it is. I think I should be going on that in a few days. But anyway, now to find out where my hotel is. Okay, well according to Google Maps I got off at the right place. So this is it. This is Japan. It's kind of crazy that I'm actually here. But it should just be a short walk down here somewhere to the hotel. It's an interesting little view here of a waterway between all these big buildings. Alright, well this here is the place. It is just a very short walk from the station, thankfully. Hopefully this place is going to be good. Okay, so I went in, gave them my passport, and I said it's all good, but check-in time is 3 PM and it's only about 12:30 now. So I've got some time to fill in somehow. I guess I'll walk around. But at least I was able to leave my suitcase in there, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just walking around to fill in time, and I haven't been into any shops yet. So maybe I should go into this Lawson and get something to eat, because I haven't had anything since breakfast on the plane this morning. So they've got lots of stuff here. Sandwiches, drinks. Whatever this is. Lots more drinks. And alcohol. There's some hot food over there. I managed to get some Boss coffee and some fried chicken, but I was very nervous. Kind of, I could barely say anything. So they've still got phone boxes here. I wonder how often they get used. Still just walking around, or I stopped at that Lawson for a while just to take a break. I've still got a bit over an hour to fill in. That rubbish truck's going fast. Just swerve into the other lane. This is amazing. Honda 3-wheeler scooter thing. I wonder how old this is. It's tiny. And here's a Super Cub with small wheels on it. So they're like, I don't know what size, but they're smaller than the ones I've seen before. I just found this little shrine here. lockbox in there. I wonder how old it is. It's cool how Toyota have made a specifically made taxi. It's got sliding doors, like huge sliding doors. Just purposefully built taxi. Is this the office for Bandai Namco? That's kind of cool if it is. Okay, well, I've checked in. This is my room. Okay, that goes in there to turn the lights on. It's a very small room. Tiny little bathroom, but it'll do. It also smells like smoke in here because it was a smoking room. All the non-smoking rooms were booked out, but it'll be alright. So now that I'm at the hotel, I can probably explain a bit about what happened today with the flight and everything. So the flight wasn't too bad. It's just I didn't get a lot of sleep, unfortunately, with the noise of the plane and the vibration from turbulence and being slightly uncomfortable for having to just sit there instead of lay down and usual sleeping sort of stuff. I think I probably only got maybe an hour or an hour and a half of sleep. Less than 2 hours anyway, so that wasn't great, but apart from that, the flight was really good. All the service was really good and the food was really good, and then getting out at the airport, so there was the immigration and then getting the bag. I wasn't sure exactly where I was supposed to get the bag from, but I just went around to all the bag pickups and found it. And then there was the customs, and because I had already done the online customs thing, they just scan the QR code and scan your passport again, and that's about it. There was no problems there. And then the next tricky thing was going down to the train station to get the train. So the first part for the Skyliner was pretty easy because I just went into the information booth and bought a ticket, and they said go down the end, and that's where the train platform is. But then when I got to the other station, that's where all the confusion happened. So the easiest way to do the trains is to get an IC card, and so the most common one is the Suica card, which is what everyone talks about. So I got to that station after the Skyliner, and I knew I would need a Suica card, but I didn't know where to get one because I forgot to get one at the airport. So I went to the information centre, and thankfully there was a lady that could speak English. And she said to go out of the station and go around the corner, and there's a place where you can buy the cards. So I went out of the station, and there was another information helper person, and they said exactly which machine I need to use to buy the card. So the other thing was the machines don't take FPOS. You have to pay with cash. So in the station there was an ATM, and here's some Japanese money that I've never seen Japanese banknotes until today. So here's a 5,000 yen banknote, and a 1,000 and a 1,000 because I got 10,000 because that was the smallest amount I think I could get. and then I put 3,000 yen on the Suica card, which is about $30. So yeah, anyway, I got the card, and then I went back into the station the same way I went out, because I thought, why not? You would think it'd make sense to go back in the same way. But then I tried to scan the card through another gate into the JR line, which is a different sort of rail, and it wouldn't let me for some reason. So I go back to the lady who helped me to start with, and she said I've scanned in through the wrong gate. I was meant to go through a different gate. So she takes me back to the gates where the ticket helper person is, and she has to unscan my card, and then I go around the corner back to where I was supposed to scan in for the JR line. So that caused a lot of confusion, but after that it was alright. And then I got on the train as we saw, and then waited on there for a while. It was like 10 stops. Got off, and then following Google Maps I got to the hotel just fine, except like 2.5 hours early, and then walking around randomly or aimlessly through the city turned out to be pretty good, interesting stuff to see. So it's 4:30 now. I'm gonna go have a look back around that shopping centre, because there was a supermarket that I want to have a look at. I want to try and find some air freshener for that room, because it smells like smoke. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit off-putting. So it's called a Life Supermarket. We'll go in and see what it's like. Okay, these kind of look like air fresheners. Some for the bathroom, some maybe not for the bathroom. Okay, so I think I'll get this one here. That seems like it should be good. Okay, well that was successful. I got a few things plus that air freshener. So that's the air freshener. Hopefully it'll make things a bit better in here. So I wanted to do some laundry, and thankfully the receptionist downstairs was able to swap some change for me. So I got a bunch of 100 yen coins, because that's what the machines take. And I had set an alarm on my watch, or like a timer, because they go for half an hour. And then I decided to see what this TV does in here. And then I see there's an app that tells you how long the laundry machines have been going for. So that is just pretty funny, I think. Okay, so the plan for today is to go to the Honda Museum, which I think is going to be really good. But the challenge is, it's a long way out of Tokyo, and I have to get a bus there. There's only one bus, and it leaves at 8:30 from a certain train station. It's currently 6:25, so I have to get to the station around the corner from the hotel, and then get that to another station, change to another train, and then it goes like an hour and a half, or maybe not quite that long, an hour out of Tokyo. And yeah, it goes to a station, and then there's a bus there at 8:30, and then that goes to the I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but the Motegi Mobility Resort. So this is the station I came to yesterday, Temachi Station, and Google Maps says I have to go to platform 1, wherever that is going to be. Okay, so this is platform 1. It's only 6:30 now, so I think I have arrived at the right time. It's a big train. So this is the Ueno station. I have to get to platform 8 now, wherever that is. So So this is platform 8. I'm here at the right time. Train will be here at 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Hitachi Limited Express bound for Iwaki. We will be stopping at Tomobe, Mito, Katsuta, Hitachi, Takahari, Nakoso, Izumi, and Yumoto.
Okay, so this is the Mito station. It's now 8:15, and I have to find where the bus is to get to the rest of the way to the mobility resort thing. So hopefully I can find where that is, because that's in about 20 minutes. Should be enough time. The weather's got cold and rainy now. I should have brought my jumper, but I didn't. So to get out of the station I had to load more money on the card, which I had to get some help with. But that's done, I'm out. Google, actually no, the website says I have to go to the north exit. Okay, this is the one. It had mobility resort on it. Okay, I found the bus, got on. The Suica card doesn't work on this bus, but the driver, some other person on the bus just said that their card wasn't working either, and you can tap on with a Visa card, so thankfully that works. Okay, well, I made it. I had already booked a ticket into this place, so I just had to show them the reservation. And then they gave me this little guidebook. So I'll have to work out where to go for the Honda Museum. There's a bunch of other stuff around here. Like I can hear cars racing or bikes or something. And I have to get back here at 4:40 to get the bus back again. I'm here. I was standing in front of the information center and someone came out to give me an umbrella, which is nice. So down this way somewhere there's the Honda, I forget, the Honda Collection Hall is what it's actually called. So I'll be here for most of the day, so you can have a look around and see what else there is. But because I was in such a rush, or not rush, but trying to make sure I got all the right transport this morning, I didn't look at the forecast to see that it was going to be raining. So there's a lot of stuff here. Or at least there's the racetrack. There's a zip line thing that you can go across. I wouldn't want to do that today. Is that person gonna go? There we go. That's different. And there's a huge kids' playground. It's a pretty cool view coming through here. What's gonna be on this bridge? Oh, there's a road under it and something else. Yeah, just a road. Okay, I finally made it. This is one of the main reasons why I came to Japan. So, it's 11 o'clock now, so it took several hours to get here. And it was very stressful trying to make sure I got all the right transport. But it's amazing that I'm here. And there's a Super Cub on that poster. I've got one of those. Alright, well this is it. It's a Super Cub. This is going to be really good. So the sign says this is a 1958 Super Cub. 100cc I think. It's pretty amazing. It looks brand new. And it looks just like my Super Cub with a red seat, the blue colour. That's incredible. And then the S800, because I've got an N360. It's insane. 1966. So yeah, Sports 360. Never seen this before. Too tiny, two-door little sports car. That's amazing. It kind of looks like the S600, except this is obviously not 600. And then this one is a 50cc two-seat with a fuel tank in the funny spot. And here's a tiller. Even that is cool looking. It's got the blade things at the bottom there. It's 1960. And so this tiny little engine was to be mounted on a push bike. Just a tiny little thing with a fuel tank. And this crazy looking bike, it's got a 50cc two-stroke engine on a push bike frame basically. And it's from 1947, so like very close after the war. So even older in 1924. This was built by one of the Honda founders, I think. It's got an aircraft engine in it. How insane is that? And here's the thing about the N360, which I have one of these. Well, there's that one with the on the pushback. So there's a bigger sprocket. And just a tiny little engine. And then this was one of the first like stationary engines. It says it's 50cc based on the Cub engine, except they changed the cylinder to be vertical instead of sticking out the front like it does on the Cubs. An extremely cool looking scooter, Juno. Huge dash on it. Honda Juno. With foot pedals. And here's lots more Cubs. All sorts of different sorts. I really like the blue and red. And then there's that one, which that looks like the CT110 sort of post bikes. And one without a leg shield. The T360 from 1963. S500. And here it is, the most important one, the N360 in red and in incredibly good condition. It'd be nice if mine looked that good. Oh, and this is one of the older ones where it's just got the grill here, it's just cuts in there, it doesn't have the plastic grill on it. That's incredible. So yeah, mine's a later model. This has got the different lights on the back. It's just got red. So mine's red and orange. Still got the same light here. The bumper is different. Mine sticks out more. It's so amazing. It's the interior. It's got a different dash. This one's a 67. It's kind of hard to see in there, but it's got a different speedo. And different wheels. And this has also got 3 vents in the bonnet where mine doesn't have the middle one. That's interesting. But yeah, the dash is totally different to my one. In there looks the same though. And here's the Honda Z, kind of a newer version of the N360 to make it a bit more modern, and it's got a water-cooled engine instead of a air-cooled engine. I've seen one of these before a long time ago, because someone used to have one where I live and I saw him, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know if it's still going. But I think the Z looks really cool as well. It's a not so primitive inside. Kind of more sporty looking. And then there's this thing here. Never seen one of these before. So I think all of these are on display because they're all the V4 engines. Various sizes of the V4. Up to the big racing bikes. And so here's the really old City and the Moto Campo. So I've got a 2011 City, so they're like much more modern version than this. And in the back, there's the boot space in here, which we can't really see. So they made the Moto Campo. It folds down to go in the back of the City. So you can ride that to your next place. It only goes slow, but it's just a funny little thing. So this one is a Honda Life, which is kind of looks like a next step up from the N360 being 4 doors. I think I saw one of these once at a car museum in Perth. And a very early Civic. I'm not sure if that's the first one. And some newer ones. So this bike here, I've seen this online where they developed a race bike that has oval shaped pistons. It's kind of hard to see without getting too close, but it's an oval piston. They had to go through tons of engineering to make it work. It's got like 8 valves per cylinder. But they did it to get more power out of the size. Some scooters. And here's that one I saw yesterday, where it's got the 3 wheels. And then I saw one of these, or at least something similar, and that bit stays flat, and then this whole thing tilts like a motorbike. It's very strange. So this car here, the 77, has this engine in it. It's a 1300 4-cylinder, and it's fully air-cooled. Both forced air-cooled and just naturally air-cooled. Not sure if that's an oil cooler or something, but cooling fins on the exhaust. And here's some 80s stuff, like the Legend, which was kind of a luxury thing. It's a 2-door Accord, which I've never seen before, but it looks cool. And 4-door hatchback Accord. I mean sedan, not hatchback. I think the hatchback is a lot cooler than the 4-door one. And here's the NSX. It's amazing. So that's a 94 Odyssey. I don't think I've ever seen one that old before. And then a CRV, which that's pretty familiar. And then, got no idea what this is. Oh, it's a step wagon. An old step wagon. I saw a new one of these yesterday. So there's an S2000. And an Integra. And a Civic Type R. So there's a promotion about the model cars. I think I'll have to get some. Convertible S800. How cool is that? It doesn't really get any better. And then Turbo 2 City. And here's Asimo the robot. It's kind of smaller than I thought, but it's cute. And some old ones. Humanoid robot. And an even older one from 96. And 1986, just a pair of legs. And they have the Do You Know one here. My dad has one of those. It's interesting because it's got a unique kind of automatic transmission in it. So on here it says it was the infinitely variable hydraulic mechanical transmission. So I knew it was something strange, I just couldn't remember what. And there's some more F1 cars. But I'm not really very interested in F1. There's the Insight, which I think was one of Honda's first hybrids. And then there's the FCX, which I've never even seen one before, but this is the hydrogen powered one. And the FCX Clarity, which is the modern version of it. From, well, 2008, it's not that modern, but I've heard of the FCX Clarity. But yeah, both powered by hydrogen. It's got a very large looking boot. It seems out of proportion, so I'm guessing it's got a gas tank in there. A model of the Honda Jet. Wasn't expecting to see that. So in the 70s there was a project to make a V8 sports car, and then the project was abandoned because of the fuel crisis basically, and that is what it was going to look like. It looks pretty cool, I think. It's a clay model. It's kind of hard to see. But how cool would have that been, a V8 Honda sports car? So I got some stuff at the gift shop. There's an N360 sticker, so I have to get that. A Super Cub sticker, because I have a Super Cub. A Honda keyring, I thought that was pretty good, and it's a good size as well. It's not too big like some keyrings are. And then an N360 badge, which I wasn't expecting to see that. That's cool. And little cars of the new Prelude, which is only just been released recently. I want one of those cars, but it's going to be way too expensive. And one of the N-Box. Unfortunately, they didn't have one of the N1, because I have an N1 as well. Yeah, this place has been really amazing. It's extremely worth the time and effort coming here. So I've finished having a look around there now. It was so good. And I'm going to go back to the main part of the resort and maybe try and find something to eat. So back in the museum there was that step wagon which I said I hadn't seen before. But here's a new step wagon, which looks pretty cool, I think. It's got a rear door that opens all the way, and a fancy looking Toyota van. It's not a Hi-Ace. Bellfire. There's so many cool cars in Japan. Here's an N1, just like the one I have, except mine's red with a black roof. This is it. Yeah, okay, I think this is the exact same model that I've got. It's the premium Tourer model with those wheels and black roof and everything, so yeah, exactly the same as mine. So I think this is a patrol of some sort, and it's got tracks on it. How crazy is that? And there's Civics. Very cool. Type R. Type R. NSX. It's amazing. And an old NSX. This one here is not going at the moment by the looks of it, but they have these things for kids that you can ride around on. There's like a really small one over there and a slightly bigger one over there that's happening now. So this one here has got little motorbikes and quite a big track that they go around on. That's kind of cool. And then there's these really big things that the kids can drive. That's funny. I don't have a zoom lens for this camera, so that's why I can't zoom in for that shot back there. So just looking through another shop in here. They've got the monkey, different monkeys, C2125, but there's no Super Cub. I have a Motegi Hot Wheels, definitely getting that. So there's this restaurant at the resort. I haven't eaten anything all day and it's about 3:15. So they have a limited menu, but they had a few different burgers, but I got this. So that should be pretty good. The first proper food that I've had here in Japan, besides stuff from the convenience store. So they're gonna go around in these tiny little bags. It's really funny. So that looks more to the right scale with a kid on it. I think this guy must be riding it flat out. That one's a bit more older and confident. And that little kid over there is just going probably... Oh, that guy just fell off. He's alright though. Okay, well it's 4:35. I think this is the bus back. But yeah, it's been such a good day today, besides the rain, that even then the rain wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was just extremely good. So that bus ride was about an hour and a half. It's now 6:15 back at Mito station. And I'll have to work out how to get a ticket before I get on the train this time. I have to get that train back to Ueno station. So hopefully I can find a ticket machine somewhere. So at first I saw those ticket machines, but they didn't have the right station on it, so then I saw these other ones. And that one there in the red, that was the ticket machine that I needed. So I've now got a ticket. So now I just need to work out which platform. So there's a better look at the ticket. I've got seat on car 8, 15A, and this is the platform, platform 7. That's 3, 4. So now I'm back at Ueno station. I'll have to work out where to get that other train back to wherever I was this morning. I don't remember what it was called now. Trains are so big, it's crazy. Well, I've made it back to Tomochi station. Now I just need to walk back to the hotel basically. I haven't been into a family mart yet, so I'll go in here and have a look. They're supposed to have good food for a convenience store. I found the family mart socks that fits their colour scheme. I'll get those. And then here there's like a lot of bakery snacks. Not sure if I'll get that or if I get something here I'll find something else. So noodles and more noodles and lots of drinks and What's that? Dairy juice. Other stuff. Looks pretty good. Sandwiches and wraps. More meals and stuff. What is this? Sweet stuff? Cake? Got all the pre-packaged stuff. Ice cream. I had one of those last night. They were good. Got chocolate. Hot food. I want the Famicast. Some strange stuff. Look at chips and tea. I'll have to get some tea to take home, I think. Some of it is pretty good. So it's now 8:20 and I'm just getting back to the hotel, so it's been a very long day out. So it's what? Over 12 hours. So back in my hotel room now at Family Mart. I got a milk tea, which they're usually pretty good. I've never had that one before. And I got an egg sandwich, which online I've heard are supposed to be good. And as I mentioned before, I got the Family Mart socks. And I got the Famicast, which is the fried chicken, which is like the kind of most famous thing that I've heard about online. So it's basically just like a slab of fried chicken. And it's very oily, but it's pretty good. Well, today was a really good day by the end of it. It was just very stressful this morning trying to make sure I got all the right transport to the resort. So first I got the train from the one close to the hotel here. That was fine because I did that yesterday. And then getting on the limited express train to Mito Station, that was a bit of an issue because I didn't get the ticket before I got on the train, which I saw in Google Maps. It said something about buying a ticket, but I was in such a hurry sort of thing not to be late that I didn't. And I kind of assumed that the Suica card would cover it because you have to scan that to get in the station anyway. But yeah, the ticket person came. I explained to him, pointing to the Google Maps trip that I had planned, of which station I got on, which station I was getting off, and then he was able to just scan my Suica card and give me a ticket there on the spot. So thankfully that didn't turn into a problem. And then once getting off at Mito Station, it was very stressful in finding the right bus, because I got out of the station and there was like a walkway above the road with a few sets of stairs going down, and then around the edge there were a few bus stops, and there were a few buses stopped there when I got there because I got like 10 minutes early maybe. And then I was using the Google Translate on my phone to try and point them at the signs on the buses to see if they said anything about going to the resort, and none of them did, so I was stressing out trying to work out which bus it was because I only had a few minutes before it was going to be too late and I missed the bus. And then I saw another one drive in. This was probably 5 minutes before it was due to leave. And on the side where it's got the LED display, it actually had the Mobility Resort Motegi written in English on the side. So I ran over, or at least followed it, running over to where it was stopping, because there were a bunch of other people waiting for that bus as well. So I got on, and then I tapped my Suica card because other people were tapping cards as they were getting on. And it didn't work. And then there were 2 other English-speaking tourists standing there wondering the same thing. And then the bus driver came over to help because he obviously wants everyone to be buying tickets. And he explained that you can tag on with a Visa card, which I do have one of those. So yeah, tapped on with that and then it was fine. And then the bus ride was extremely interesting, just watching all the scenery go by through small, or at least smaller Japanese towns in kind of a more rural area. So that was quite a long bus ride. And then getting up at the resort, I just had to show the resort staff that I had already paid for a ticket or an entry into the resort on the website. So that was fine. And then thankfully I was able to get an umbrella from them because that would have been pretty bad, just getting wet all day in the rain. Yeah, going to the Honda collection hall, that was so amazing. I loved it so much. So many extremely cool cars in there. And then just having a wander around the resort afterwards, seeing all the cool stuff they have there. That was fun. And then getting back, there's no real issues. I was able to get a ticket. But yeah, that's about it. So now I will show you all the stuff that I bought today. So I already showed these when I was at the collection hall. So there's the Super Cub sticker, the N360 sticker, N-Box, Prelude, badge, keyring. And then they had 2 other gift shops there, so I got some stuff at both. So there's this mug, which is covered in N boxes. I thought that was a pretty cool design. They had this design on a bunch of different merch, like I think a shirt and a bar runner towel thing, which I've got that with something else on it. And then there's the Super Cub stuff with the Sanrio character crossovers on it, so I thought that one was kind of funny. I'm not sure who that character is, but then there's this other one with Hello Kitty on it. And then I got the Moto Compo Hot Wheels, which I think I already showed that earlier. So that's cool. And then I got this spoon. It's branded with the resort on it. You probably can't see that on the spoon very well. No, maybe you can. So there's a spoon with a 10mm spanner on one end. So I thought that was funny. And here's the socks from Family Mart. I'll probably wear those tomorrow. And then the other thing I got is this, which is one of the bar runner towel things. I haven't actually looked at this fully yet. So it's got N360 since 1967, Honda's first full-scale mass-produced four-wheeled vehicle, the N360. So it's got that on one side, and then the N box on the other side. So N360's perfection and explosive popularity was inherited and is still in Japan's best-selling car, the N box. I have seen heaps of N boxes around. Not many N1s though. So yeah, I think that's all the stuff that I bought today. All very, very good. I'm glad I was able to find some N360 merch, because that is just so cool. So this morning I've just been wandering around, filling in time until 12 o'clock, because I'm meeting some people at Akihabara. And look what I found. There's the Tokyo Tower, or whatever it's called. People on go-karts. But anyway, here's a slightly better view with no bridge in the way. So there's a podcast that I listen to called the Famicast. It's a Nintendo podcast with 2 Americans and 1 British guy, and they live in Japan. So I'm going to be meeting up with at least one of them at 12 o'clock in Akihabara. So that should be pretty good. They're going to show me around some good places. I've talked to them several times before online, played games with them and stuff. So I know them decently well already. Just near the Tokyo Tower where I was a second ago, there's this little garden and pond here. It's kind of nice. So I'm now at the base of the tower. It's definitely very tall. I think you can go up, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with that. So I'm just walking to the train station, and there's something going on down here. There's all these different stalls set up. Is it like a market or something? There's tons of people around. It doesn't look like a market, there's just like information about stuff. It's another shrine, but I don't have time to waste at the moment. So I just got the train to Akihabara and got off the train, which was 3 levels up, which surprised me. And then I just exited out of this shopping centre. So there's a lot of stuff around here. There is a place I'm supposed to be meeting them, but I'll have to work out where. It's nearby here somewhere. Okay, well this is the place where I'm supposed to be meeting. Someone said they were running late, so I'll just wait and see. It should be interesting to have a look around here. There's so much stuff.
Day 2, Luke in Japan. Sells super potato.
Oh, that's it, super potato. Wow.
A random guy from the internet just accosted him.
Yeah, this is James. Very good to meet you from the Famicast.
Mostly harmless. Thank you. We're just waiting for another Famicast dude, Mr. Tai Suga. He got up 3 minutes ago, so probably another couple of hours. Danny's drunk, lying in a puddle somewhere.
It's crazy that I'm actually here. I can't believe it.
Welcome to the world of video games. Anime is real.
Yeah. I'll have to go and have a look.
They sometimes have 8-bit music playing.
Not at the moment.
With like they open the window and put a speaker.
Okay, so it's the top floor. Old arcade machines. Snacks. More arcade machines. It's a giant Game Boy and snake. With
Snake,
big
first you go.
guns broken.
Where's the president? Welcome to the next stage.
That's cool graphics.
We'll have to Google this afterwards.
Yeah. So this game we're just playing something to do with Die Hard, but
Die Hard Arcade.
Die Hard Arcade.
Dynamite Tekka in Japanese.
It was fun, whatever it was. Okay, next floor down is the shop. See what there is. Not for sale. Game Boy Light. I've got a Game Boy Light. They're really cool.
This is a famous character from some of the worst games ever made.
Yep. Sonic. Tiny little PlayStations. Lots of Game & Watches here.
45,000.
I think I paid more than that for the one that I've got.
Oh, really? What's the Aussie dollar to yen at the moment?
A few days ago it was 100. I think at the moment it's like 97.
And 7 yen to the dollar?
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
wow,
that.
that's really
It's
easy to work out.
It's almost even.
That's like the American dollar about 5 years ago.
Mm.
Until about 5 years ago. That means that's $450.
So much stuff here. Oh, there's Disc-kun. And an Alamo. I haven't seen an Alamo before.
Case,
Alamo.
yeah, you can't buy those directly, can you?
Is that a card reader for the DS? Some little accessory that plugs into the bottom of it.
Yes. I have no idea. Probably for that one game.
And there's the Louvre Art Museum.
Oh, the Louvre.
Before the 3DS eShop shut down, I bought it digitally just for the fun of it.
Never going to go to the Louvre.
So much stuff here. And the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards.
Nintendo stuff must be on the next floor down.
Okay, so this is the Nintendo floor by the looks of it. There's some Famicoms. So I've got a Famicom and I've got a disc system.
Nice.
Some Japanese Super Famicoms. I've never seen that sort of Famicom before, like the updated one. Never seen one of those.
Super Famicom 2.
Some inbox.
A black gun.
Oh, there's the Pikachu 64.
Yeah, that released outside of Japan, right?
Yeah. I've never seen one before though. Lots of GameCubes. I've got a Platinum GameCube like that.
Nice. Danny supplied all of these. Basically, his house is a GameCube museum.
And here's another Rob. Here's a broken Virtual Boy stand. Malfunction.
Danny's leaving the town now. Should be there in an hour and a half.
Here's tons of Super Famicom games. Chrono Trigger, Live Alive. There's just tons of them. So I'm gonna buy this Kirby for Game Boy. This was the first Kirby. I don't have a copy of this already, so that'll be good. And look, there's more Kirby stuff just here. So there's a 64DD, which was the disc thing for the 64. And some GameCube games and other stuff. 20th anniversary Kirby. Here's more capsule machines. gonna have lunch at this place hopefully. There's a bit of a line to get in though. Okay, so we had a very good burger at that place, and now we're just gonna wander around here a bit. And also, yeah, James didn't because they ran out of the veggie burgers. But we're gonna meet up with Danny here somewhere. So there's this place called Hard Off that I want to go have a look at. I'm not sure where the entrance is though. There's retro games. Might be up there somewhere. Basement is junk apparently. So here's a VHS-C video camera. It's crazy how things have advanced since the VHS days. It's very cool though. So the stuff on this floor is not junk, it's working. There's heaps of different handheld consoles and other games. Here's some cool old Sony cameras. Don't know what they are. There's more consoles here. PlayStations, in-box stuff. So at this game shop here, I got these two USB charging cables. One of them is for the Game Boy Micro and the other one is for the DS. So that will be really handy. I've got one of these for the 3DS already. It makes it a lot easier than the original charger. So here there's another Hard Off store that's also Hobby Off. So have a look in here, see if there's anything interesting. So here's an interesting thing, the mobile adapter for the Game Boy Color. So this would connect your Game Boy Color to the mobile network at the time for kind of internet sort of thing. That's really, really cool. And I might buy this one because this is the Famicom Mini version of it for the Game Boy Advance. And I didn't know they came in little miniature boxes like that. And I've got the real like Famicom version of this game, so it'll be cool to go with it because it looks really cute. This next floor has all sorts of audio and musical stuff. There's CD Walkman, that's tempting but like very expensive. So this floor is the hobby one, it's got all sorts of figures. I don't think realistic looking toy guns would be allowed back home. So we went in this arcade for a little while. It was pretty fun. It was extremely loud and deafening, but no cameras allowed to be used inside though, so I didn't really get anything, but it was fun. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna try this place. Okay, so we're at this restaurant. We've got drinks. Currently trying to work out the menu on here. So to start with, we have some chips, and then there's more stuff coming later. So the next thing has arrived, gyoza. They're kind of like little dumpling things. I think they'll be extremely hot, so I'll wait for it to cool down before I try anything. And so we've got yakitori as well, and they're just like little kebab things with sauce on it. So those should be good. Okay, well that was all very good food, an interesting place to come to. So it's definitely worth it, I think. So it's about 7 o'clock now. We had some good food and drinks at that restaurant that we were at. So split up now to go back home. But before I go back to the hotel, I want to have a look at this place, Bic Camera. It's one of the biggest electronic stores. So it should be interesting to have a look around there. And this is a very interesting place as well. There's so many people around because it's a Sunday night, and I was told tomorrow is like a public holiday as well. So on the second floor they've got all sorts of computer parts, USB drives, networking. Mouses. Tons and tons of mouses. It's not often you see trackballs anymore, so that's interesting. There's mini projectors. That's kind of cool. I have one of these Sound Blaster devices. It's really good because you can connect the TV through optical audio input and also a computer with the USB-C input, and then have it output two things simultaneously, either to like a stereo or headphones. So it's really good for having two things connected at the same time. Here's a Steam Deck, the most popular PC-based handheld. I used one of those at PAX last year. That was very impressive of a device. The next floor is all phones and stuff. Just about all the headphones you could ever need. Interesting CD player where you can see the CD playing in it, spinning. It's a record player as well. If I was going to get into records, I would want to get the Soundburger just because it looks cool and it's small. They've got kind of traditional ones, Audio Technica. So they've got new portable CD players and also portable tape players as well. But one thing I have seen online is there's only one tape player manufacturer in existence at the moment, and they've all got a very kind of cheap and nasty basic tape player mechanic stuff inside of them. So like every tape player you get these days is going to be the same. And this thing here is funny. It's a tiny little TV, and it seems to pick up actual TV channels. And it's just small, and it looks like an old TV. That's really cool. So here's another tape player under a different brand, and it's still got that same mechanical stuff inside of it. It's a funny way to display your headphones with figures like that holding them. They sell alcohol here as well. This place has everything basically. My camera is a Lumix, just a much more small, compact one. I wonder if it's here anywhere. So mine's even smaller than that. I'm sure it probably takes good pictures, but carrying around such a bulky camera like that would be really annoying, I think. So there's benchtop dishwashers. That's pretty cool. You just put your few things in there and it'll wash it instead of having to have a huge dishwasher. Okay, so on this floor there's games. Lots of games. So this thing is weird. It feels extremely cheap and nasty, but you can put a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom cartridge in it and it'll play it. Okay, well that was good. I didn't end up buying anything, but it was fun to have a look around. So it's like 8:30 now, so I really need to head back to the hotel. Oh look, there's another N1. Okay, so it's a little bit after 10. Just had a kind of slow morning getting ready after getting back late last night. So the plan for today is basically there's a shop called A-Pit Super Autobacs. I'm not sure exactly what they sell there, but I think it's like car parts and accessories and that sort of stuff. It's got lots of good reviews on Google and it looks like a cool store, so I want to go and check it out. And then after that I want to go to Shibuya, which has the Nintendo store and Pokemon Center and Capcom store, Sega store and all that sort of stuff. That should be all really good. And then tonight I'm meeting up with another person I know for dinner. Okay, well this is it. A-Pit Autobacs. Looks like there's a bunch of cool cars out here, so we'll have a look at that first. It's a racing Forester. It's a Yaris or something. Tesla with a body kit. Civic Type R. That's very, very cool. And an MX-5 with color changing paint. That's cool. And a Suzuki Hustler. Don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Kind of is a little bit like the Jimny, except different, and it's a hybrid. There's a Porsche Carrera. There's a lot of magazines and books and stuff, but I haven't seen anything about the N360 or N1. But it's a big store. There's like even a Starbucks inside here. They do have Super Cub shirts though. That's kind of tempting to get. And a bag. So then after all the clothes, there's roof racks and rooftop boxes. Looks like in-car accessories down here. So yeah, there's sunshades, seat covers. Here's a funny one. A table that hooks under the steering wheel. These are a good idea. Little rubbish bins that go in the cup holder. Or there are some bigger ones as well. So there's lots of different air fresheners. And there's some cabin filters. I think that's what they are. So that picture looks like a cabin filter. And I think this must be coolant. It's an interesting idea to put it in kind of a bag like that instead of a bottle. It's a lot less plastic usage. And there's some tools here like filter removers, some sockets and spanners. So it looks like this is all the car cleaning stuff. Polishes and other stuff. Okay, and then upstairs there's performance parts. There's a special room just for this Blitz brand. It must be like a special brand for some reason. That also has an anime. Okay, well that was a really good look around that place. Definitely glad I came here. So I made it to the Shibuya station and I got out here, and I'm pretty sure I need to go down that way. And down that way is the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, which is like one of the famous things you'll see here. And that building there with 109 on it, that has been featured in a few games that are set in the real world here in Japan. I'm not sure if this one is the Scramble Crossing or if it's the one I went across just a minute ago, but that's the building. Wonder what that Honda thing is over there. I'll have to go and have a look. Okay, so the Honda thing here is they've just got a bunch of bikes here, which I guess is kind of cool. And the Scramble Crossing is the one that I went to back down there just a few minutes ago. but I need to keep going and find the Nintendo store. So this shop sells cassette tapes, like with music on them. And there's some more players. I don't think they're for sale. My first Sony. Actually no, they are for sale because there's a price tag. That's $188 basically. $350. And then you can see these new ones still have that basic mechanism that I talked about yesterday. And then these ones here, We Are Rewind, I've seen these online, but if you look in there, they've still got that same mechanism inside of it. These older ones are probably better, as long as they're not worn out. Okay, well this is it. This is the Nintendo Tokyo store. The Capcom store. There's the Inkling. It's very crowded in here. Lots of Kirby stuff. All the mouthful mode stuff. I might have to get that. That's good. Some of the stuff Nintendo Australia has sold on their web store. So I've got that plate and one of those bowls. Okay, so I bought like $180 worth of stuff at the Nintendo Tokyo store. Some things for me and some things as gifts for family. So now I'm going to have a look at the Capcom store. And then I think there's a Pokemon Center around here as well somewhere. So here's all the stuff for Monster Hunter. I don't play Monster Hunter, but it's very popular. Resident Evil Umbrella tablet candy. That's funny. Here's Ace Attorney stuff. I like that. And there's lots of these little plushes of different characters. I think that this one here with the glasses is Ghost Trick. Okay, so at the Capcom store I got the Resident Evil tablet candy. And this little one, which is the main character from Ghost Trick. So Godzilla store. But I'm gonna go to the Sega store, which is a very bright sign. So at the Sega store, I got this Shadow plushie as a gift for someone. Huge Mewtwo in a thing here. It's another extremely busy store. Tons of people in here. Lots of plushies and stuff. Okay, so I'm now out of that shopping centre. It was insanely busy in there, especially the Pokemon Centre. It took about 20 minutes in line just to get to the checkout. So I just wanted one thing, but it was insanely busy in there. It's 4:45 and I have to meet someone at 6. So I should probably head back to the hotel and drop all this stuff off. But it's been an interesting day. So I got the train to Nakano Station here, and just nearby here somewhere I'm meeting up with someone for food. I'm not sure exactly where it is yet. So this was the place we were just at. That food, mostly chicken stuff, was all really good. And now we're gonna have a look down here at this shopping area that I had to walk straight through before. Here is some of the shopping area. There could be something interesting to look at. Okay, we're gonna try Mr. Donut. A donut sounds like a good idea about now. Got a bunch of donuts. I'm getting this one.
Chocolate Thunder.
So this is a very good street to have some donuts. A really cool street with all the fairy lights everywhere. There was a game I played last year called Reynardus, and it had a street, either this street or a very similar street, but that was the same one that had the, should be a scramble in it. Okay, so we'll look through everything that I bought today, so that should be interesting. Because I was in a rush to get to meeting up for dinner tonight, I haven't gone through this stuff again yet. So there's the little spanner from Autobacs. That one is a gift for someone. And then there's the Super Cub shirt. I got the blue one because that is the Super Cub that I have. It's just a nice basic design. Just a white shirt with the Super Cub on it, and the back is plain, nothing on it, which is good. I don't like printed t-shirts that have too much stuff on it. So what do we got first? From the Sega store, I got a plush of Shadow the Hedgehog. This one is a gift for someone from the Pokemon Center. It's crazy or insane how busy the Pokemon Center was. There was that many people in there, and it took about 20 to 25 minutes waiting in line to get to the checkout. And there were 9 people working on the checkouts. It took ages. But yeah, I got this little plush Pikachu because Pikachu is good and this is cute. This here is a bag. This can replace the bag that I've been using for a long time to put my travel stuff in it, like toothbrush, toothpaste, all that sort of stuff. I got a figure of the Inkling from Splatoon, which Splatoon is one of my most favorite games ever, and this is kind of the main character from Splatoon. That's not very good lighting in here because the light is in the wrong direction. But yeah, it's quite a big figure, really good quality. I got the Mouthful Mode Kirby car as a plushie form because the car Kirby is funny and cute. When I was in Melbourne last year, I got the figure version of this, which is like the hard plastic one instead of a plush like that. So that'll be a good pair to go together. Is an Animal Crossing kitchen timer, which, if that can focus, it's got cute little Animal Crossing characters on it. This one here is a gift for someone, and this one here, the Zelda sticker, that's for me. I'll put it with my other stickers. Mario stickers, that's for me as well. This one here is, it's a towel. I think the description says it's a face towel, but it feels like you could also use it as a tea towel. But with that kind of Japanese design Princess Peach there, I think. This was also one of the designs on the Hanafuda cards that they had there. Oh, that's right, I got a Sonic sticker as well, running around a mountain of some sort. That can go with my other stickers. And then here's a shirt with some Nintendo characters on it. There's Link, Isabelle, and the villager. There's the Inkling again, Mario obviously. This one here is a gift for someone. So today was good, although extremely busy. I didn't get to look at quite as many things as I thought I was going to, but it was still a really fun day. Tomorrow is my last full day in Tokyo, so I'll try and make the most of it. Okay, so I just got the train to Kasai Station, or however it's pronounced, and today, or at least this morning, I'm going to go to the Metro Museum, which is over that way somewhere, I think. So that should be interesting. It doesn't open for another 15 minutes or so. I'll work out where it is and then have a look around here a bit. So this is the museum, but unfortunately it's actually closed today. There's a sign on the door that says when there's a national holiday on a Monday, they close on Tuesday instead. And yesterday was a holiday, because I assumed because it was a holiday that would be closed yesterday, not today. So that's kind of disappointing. So I'll have a look around here, see if there's anything interesting to find, and then go back and do other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go to this place just for something a bit different. So I got a Philly cheesesteak, which is an American thing, because Hooters is American, and like a ginger ale sort of thing. It's all orange color scheme in here. So I'm now in Shinjuku, and there's some shops here that I want to go and have a look at. There's two camera shops. One of them is like a used camera shop. I want to just have a look there. And the other one, I'm not sure if it's used stuff as well or new stuff, but I thought it'd be interesting just to have a look for something to do. There's probably going to be other stuff to find along the way, and also in Shinjuku somewhere there's a cat cafe that I'm going to go to, but that'll be a bit later on. Okay, so this is the first one. We'll have a look, see if there's anything interesting. Okay, so that was a really tiny shop. They had a lot of lenses and stuff, but nothing suitable for my camera. Okay, well this is the next one. We'll see what they have. Okay, this place has lots of stuff. Okay, well that place was very interesting to look around because I had so much stuff in there. I didn't see anything that said it was micro four thirds, which is what my camera is for the lenses and stuff, but I did find this UV filter. So I've never really used filters before, so it'd be interesting to try out and see what difference it makes. It does fit my lens. I checked to make sure of that before I bought it. It's only 550 yen, so not a lot. Just need to give it a clean first because it's obviously got fingerprints all over it. Yeah, that's something interesting to give a try. So I'm at a Gigo arcade thing where they've got all these UFO machines where you can try and win the stuff that's inside of them. I asked one of the staff and they said it's okay to use a camera in here as long as I don't film anyone. So we'll see what there is besides giant Snorlaxes. Here's a Mario one. So I've never used one of these in person before, but I've tried them online because you can kind of live stream them and do it over the internet. But you have to try and move it and knock it so it will fall through the gap. Because there's those arms open up and then go down and then close up. And if you're good at it, you can try and get it out. So I just did it on this one. It's a pretty easy one because you just have to try and make that hook onto there and then, yeah, one fill out. It's only 100 yen and some kind of grape flavored lolly, I think. So I've got Mario Kart. I think I'll have to play it. Oh, that was fun. I've played one of the older Mario Kart arcade games, but I think this must be the latest version of it. So I'm just heading towards the Cat Cafe, and there's this overpass bridge that I'm walking over, and there's kind of an interesting view. Okay, this is the Cat Cafe. This would be better if I had a zoom lens, but I don't. I found the cat billboard, just waiting for the ads to end. So yeah, this is in Shinjuku, and then I almost forgot about it. Almost forgot to come here and look at it. So the screen is curved around the corner of the building, so it kind of looks a little bit 3D. It's been here for several years, but it's very cute. Okay, so I'm now leaving this hotel at Tokyo. Today I'm going to be going to Nagoya, so it should be interesting. Today I've also got that UV lens on the camera that I bought yesterday, so we'll see what difference that makes, if anything. And I'll be going on the Shinkansen today, so that should be interesting as well. So I'm at the station for this Shinkansen. So I got the tickets, or at least I found the ticket machine, and I was trying to work out what to do, and the instructions on the machine are not very clear about what cards you're supposed to insert and that sort of stuff. So a helper lady came up and showed me what to do, so that was very helpful. But yeah, I'm getting on the next one, not this one, because I wanted to make sure I had enough time to get here. Okay, so I just got off at Nagoya. Okay, well, this is it. I think my hotel is somewhere not that far away from here, so I'll have to work out where to go. Okay, well, I made it to the hotel in Nagoya. This place is definitely a lot nicer than the one I stayed at Tokyo. I don't remember what the price difference was, but I think they were probably similar. So it's the bathroom. It's got a bigger bathroom than the other one. Shower with a door on it. And thankfully this room doesn't smell like smoke like the other one did. Is after getting air fresheners and having the window open, the other room didn't smell like smoke after the first day sort of thing. What's that here? This is on the 8th floor. And it's not that far of a walk from the station that I just got off at. And it looks like there's some interesting things around to look at. But the main reason why I'm here in Nagoya is because the Toyota Museum is here. So I'll have to work out when it's open and how long it takes to get there, and do that tomorrow morning sort of thing. This afternoon I'm gonna try and go to a garden thing, and then after that there's a shopping street, kind of like the one I went to last night, that I've seen recommended online. So it should be a kind of interesting afternoon, and then tomorrow morning I'll go to the Toyota Museum, and depending on how long that takes, I'll maybe work out something to do after that. There's also another train museum here that maybe I can do that tomorrow afternoon, depending on how much time there is. I got on a train and then got off at the station just down here, and now I'm on a bus. That should take me kind of close. So I got off the bus, and I have to walk the rest of the way. I've got 50 minutes to get there before they stop letting people in. So we'll see how long this takes. I'm just walking through a little street here, which doesn't seem quite right, but that's where it's telling me to go. This is the edge of it. It says I should be going up that path just there. There's some cats here, and this lady is feeding them. Okay, I think this is the entrance maybe. So it's just after 4 o'clock now, so I've got an hour before it closes. Thankfully it wasn't as far of a walk from the bus stop as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm not sure how big this place actually is, so it'll be interesting. It is really nice though, as you can see. It's a very nice place to walk through. It's like all nice and green. And so that's a tea room, but it's closed today because of some ceremony, according to the sign. There's fish in here. I want food. Okay, well that was well worth the visit. Now, if I can find out where to go next, I'll maybe try to go to that shopping street because it's 5 o'clock now. It might not shut until later. Oh, yeah, I missed the main entrance before. So I came around the back. What's over here? I think I'll probably check Google Maps to see when the shops close, because if it's not worth going if everything's about to shut. So I got the subway back into the city, which was nice. It's interesting that the subway trains here seem a lot older than the ones in Tokyo. This is the shopping street that I saw recommended online. Really interesting to have a look down here. This looks like it should be good. So I found a place that does waffles, and I don't think I've ever had a freshly made waffle before, so I got this. It's like apple and waffle. So I found another cat cafe. And you can feed them. This one here loves food. Loves it. This one here just loves the food. This one just peed on the floor down here. You're not supposed to do that. No, and you're not supposed to stand on that air purifier either. Okay, well that was a good hour of cats. Wasn't expecting to be going to a cat cafe tonight, but that was definitely worth it. Okay, there's a Lamborghini of some sort. Was not expecting to see that. Just parked there. Okay, well that was an interesting look around that shopping area, and especially going to the cat cafe. I'm just on the bus. Going back to the hotel now. Okay, so after an hour and a bit train ride, I made it to the Dotonbori station, and the Toyota Museum is this way apparently, or exit 1. So there's Toyota Museum there. Go this way. Oh, there we go. 5-minute walk to the left. And it's been, hey look, there's an N1. Same as mine, red, black. Actually that one's got different wheels. That one's probably not the, that one's just the premium, not the premium tourer like my one is. So almost the same as mine. Alright, well this is it. Okay, well this is the first thing at the entry. 1936. We'll go up the escalators and have a look. Okay, I wasn't expecting to see stuff as old as this. That's really cool. Okay, so it's not only Toyota stuff in here then. So that's a Chev. And there's a Ford. Ford Model A. Some of these old cars got so big for kind of luxurious. And this one's kind of all sleek and short. Then you compare that huge car to this little Datsun. Just one seat in the front, 2 seats in the back. Daihatsu 3-wheeler cargo carrier. How's that for a basic looking engine? A gear lever. So this one, a Tatra Model 87, looks funny with 3 headlights in front, but it's got an air-cooled V8, so it's got these gigantic air scoops in the back, so the engine can get some cooling. There's the interior. There's a big clock on the dash. Seems like this sort of thing would just be made for style only. It does not look very practical at all. And you would think this is a Volkswagen Beetle, but that is saying it's a KDF wagon, one of the really early ones. It still looks the same way. And a Mercedes with gull-wing doors. I've never seen that before. Oh, here's a huge American thing that has got bulletproof glass on it because of the president driving in it. I don't know, well, I guess I probably did use this one exactly. There we go. Seal of the president. It's a very fancy inside there. And the bulletproof glass. It's very, very big. And then this one here, I think is called a Peugeot Baby because it's so small. And these things basically look like horse carriages except with an engine in them instead. That one's a Cadillac. It's an Oldsmobile. This is a French track of some sort. And another one with 4 wheels where you sit on the front. Okay, so this was the first Crown. And on that thing it says they didn't receive any overseas help from other manufacturers to make it. It was all locally done. Doors that open both ways. That's good. Here's a gigantic pink Cadillac, Eldorado. Oh, extremely stylish. Oh, look at the back. It's like, is that supposed to be little rockets or something? Just all style. And here's a Ford Falcon. Wasn't expecting to see one of those here. And this one's a Messerschmitt. I thought they made planes. And a BMW three-wheeler that looks extremely unstable. I like this tiny little Mazda. It's extremely small. So 1966 Corolla. It looks pretty good, I think. Definitely wasn't expecting to see an N360 at the Toyota Museum. It's a gold one. This one, yeah, this is newer than the one at the Honda Museum. So it's got, this one looks more like mine. It's got like the plastic grille on the back there. And it's just got two vents in the bonnet up here. And this is like a really premium version of it, super deluxe. It's got chrome around the gutters, silver wheels. It's got two mirrors. That's extremely cool. I was not expecting that. So this is a Mazda Carol. It's a 4-cylinder water-cooled 360cc or 356. It's interesting that they made it 4-cylinder instead of 2. And then Suzuki. (1970) Skyline. I didn't know they were that old. And here's some more Hondas. The Civic. And the City. And they've got a matching Moto Compo to go with the City again. Toyota Sora, which looks very classy in gold and brown. Gold. Oh, beige interior and brown as well. It's got all full of electronics. There's like new technology. And there's another NSX. Very, very nice. Lexus LFA prototype. According to the sign, I think this is a prototype because it's a convertible. It's got huge wheels. Okay, and this is the first model Prius from '97, which I didn't realize they were quite that old. And a Mitsubishi electric car, like 15 years, basically before electric cars became kind of common now. And also a Nissan Leaf, another early electric car. And then this one here, I think is a hydrogen powered one, which I've never seen this before. First mass-produced hydrogen fuel cell released in December 2014. Looks a lot newer than 2014. Some interesting little thing here showing the design process of a car, starting off with the idea, and then a scale model, then a full model. So this section is more about the culture of JDM cars, for like the popular sort of ones. Okay, well that was really good. I thought it was just going to be a Toyota place like the Honda Collection Hall was, but it's kind of more just a car museum in general presented by Toyota, because there was all sorts of stuff in there, which was very interesting. And I was really surprised to see they had an N360 there as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next yet. Probably just try and head back into the city. So yeah, I'm just between train stations and I felt like getting something to eat because it's almost, well, 1:30 now. And so I just got a sandwich and a drink from Family Mart. It's raining quite a bit now. I did bring my umbrella today, thankfully, so I'll probably need that soon. So I just got the train to Kinjo Futo Station. This is in the southern part of Nagoya where there's a lot of industrial stuff, as I was watching on the train. And it's right on the coast, so there's a port here. You can kind of see there's a ship over there, and there's a huge bridge going over the river or ocean or whatever. And just down here somewhere there's the Maglev train thing. I'm not sure exactly what's there, but it sounds like it should be pretty interesting. Yeah, this is at Maglev and Railway Park. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a steam train. Another thing, and another one. Looks like a plane in here. Almost goes as fast as a plane anyway, but thing said it holds the record, or held the record for 581 km an hour. This is a huge steam engine. I think maybe the biggest I've ever seen. Like those wheels are about as tall as I am. Almost. Even this huge steam train could do 130 k's. I guess when you've got a train that big, it can go pretty fast. Okay, so that's what the current Shinkansen looks like. That's like the one that I got on like a day or two ago. And then there's these older ones. I thought there would be some more information up here, but unless it's around the other side. Definitely smells old. What about this one? Nice wooden interior with fans. It's a nice train. I wonder if this one usually has pumpkins on it, or if they're only there because it's October with Halloween. Okay, yeah. I think it must be just because it's October. It's got Halloween signs there. And some spooky ghosts. Oh, there's even a kitchen on the train. Make food for the passengers. Okay, not just a kitchen, there's an on-train dining area. It's very fancy. Get your meal in a train like this. Okay, so this is the current one, and this is a good example because I wasn't able to get any video on the one I was on yesterday. So the one I was on was slightly different, but basically the same. Had different luggage racks here. The seats were, I think, newer, but everything else looked basically the same. Got really big windows. I didn't have a window seat, I was in the middle, so that's part of the reason why I couldn't get any video. Pretend ticket machine here, is it? Don't know what this does. Okay, get a ticket. That's funny. Let's do that again. So, don't know what that says. Because usually you just tap your card on the there it is. So there's a ticket machine from 1983. That's very complicated with all those buttons and little toggles, whatever they are. And then there's another ticket machine from 1997, which has a touch screen, which I'm sure would have simplified things a lot. And back down at the old end, this one has, is that a steam engine in the front there? Yep, there's a little steam engine in the front of this one. So there's a Shinkansen driving simulator in there, but it says you're not allowed photos. But that would be pretty cool. The tickets are sold out today, so I wouldn't be able to try it. But I had a go of the little train simulator, which was a bit of fun. I have played a train driving simulator game before, so it was kind of the same as that, except I couldn't understand anything of the instructions very well. Okay, well that was really good. So on the way back from the train museum, it's about 5:45 now, and I wanted to come to this place because it was kind of nearby. It's a car parts place called Up Garage that I've seen on the YouTube channel Mighty Car Mods. When they've been to Japan, they've shown these shops before, There's like a chain of stores of various different sizes. Looks like this one's got a lot of wheels and stuff. I want to go in and have a look, see what there is. So it's a car parts place that has all sorts of stuff. I think both new and used. So I'll have a good look around just for fun. Got a lot of mufflers and stuff, which I think is what I've seen online before. Lots of head units. Looks like these are used, come out of cars. Got a whole dash out of some Mazda and various center consoles and some boot lids and suspension bits, tail lights, and seats like bread, Recaro, and others, and grills. I wasn't expecting that. Well, that was interesting to have a look around. So I'm at a restaurant called Denny's, and I've got this. It's like a rice omelette thing, plus I got some chicken. Okay, well that was really good. I was really hungry because the only thing I had eaten all day was that sandwich for lunch. Much with a small version of this dessert as well. That looks pretty good. It looks very fancy. Yeah, at this place, you just went to sleep, but you order on that tablet, and then they bring it to you, and then there's a receipt, so you pay at the end. Well, it's about 8:15 now, and it's time to get the train. Today I'm going to Osaka. That's where I'm going to be spending the next 5 nights to have a good look around there. So hopefully I can get a window seat on the train this time, but we'll see. And today I've also got the UV filter back on the camera just to see what difference it makes, because it is sunny today, so maybe it'll do something. So yeah, I'm at the station now, getting the 8:49 train, so not this one. And then the ticket machines here worked a little bit differently from the ones in Tokyo. It was easier to work out how to get the ticket. And this time I've only got one ticket, where the other one, it gave me 2 tickets. But yeah, I was able to get a window seat, so hopefully it should be good. Okay, I'm on the train and I have a window. And I think this has a GPS lock, so I might be able to see the speed this time. So we just passed 200 km an hour. Now at the Osaka station, the train is about to leave. But yeah, that was really cool, especially because I get a window seat this time and my GPS was working. For some of the trip it was doing like sitting at around 280 k's. So it was really cool. Got some good photos and stuff. So now that I'm in Osaka, I need to find where my hotel is. And then it's at 9:41, so I've got plenty of time for the rest of the day. And this train ride was only about 45 minutes. The one I got 2 days ago was more like an hour and a half. Okay, well I'm out at the station closest to my hotel. It's an interesting view here with the river. So I made it to the hotel. It's a bit after 11 and check-in time is not until 3, so I was able to leave my bag there again, thankfully, or like my suitcase. So I thought, to fill in the time, I'll go to the Nintendo Osaka store, which I'll just walk there because it's not terribly far away, and that will fill in a bunch of time. Well, that's just a Rolls Royce parked here. That's pretty nice. Very fancy and expensive. Looks like some very old buildings compared to all these new towers. So the Nintendo store is somewhere in this shopping centre. I'm just having a look through the floors. Found a Kit Kat store, and there's other sorts of stuff around. So I found some apple pie flavour ones that are themed for Halloween. So there's the Nintendo store, there's another Pokemon Centre, and I think there's another Capcom shop here as well. I'll have a look in the Capcom store first. It's not so crowded. So I have forgotten there was a Capcom cafe and I just found it here. And I was expecting it to be booked out because the Pokemon, the Kirby cafe was booked out. But there's vacancies, so I'm in. I'm gonna have lunch here. I haven't eaten anything today, so I think this should be pretty fun. So this looks interesting. There's not a lot on the menu, which I guess is to be expected for a novelty cafe, but you got this butter chicken thing and apple lemon cider sort of drink. Should be good. Like it's got a little character on there. Once you get one of the items on the dessert as well as parfait or whatever it is. Well, that was a good lunch. I'm glad I found this place, and I'm extra glad I asked if they had any availability here, because it's basically empty, which you can't really tell from the outside. There's a Harry Potter store as well. Have a look around, but I doubt I'll get anything here. So, found the Osaka store. Thankfully it doesn't look as busy as the Tokyo store. And there's the Pokemon Center over there. So the new Pokemon game came out yesterday. So they've got a lot of copies of it. I've also got, I think, the most amiibo I've ever seen before. So I just did this. And I got the 64 stick. Yep, I got the 64 control stick. That's funny. I have Alamos, which I've never seen the Alamo before. And the retro controllers. Okay, so I got a few more things at the Nintendo store and at the Pokemon Center. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as busy here as it was at the one in Tokyo. Because the one over there was crazy. I think maybe because it was a weekend, there were tons more people than normal, but this one was alright. Okay, now in the hotel room. Got a nice view from up here. Got a corner room. Seems like a good enough room. Doesn't smell like smoke. So I'm here for the next 5 nights. Should be good. Not sure what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day yet. So it's a bit after 3. But it was really good to go to the Capcom Café, especially when I had heard about the Capcom Café, but I totally forgot about it and didn't make a booking, obviously. But thankfully, when I was there, it wasn't busy, so I could go straight in. Someone over there. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be going to the Kirby Cafe, which I do have a booking for, and not sure what else I'm going to do yet. Okay, so to have a look at the stuff that I bought this afternoon, I think we already saw that, which I got from the Capcom Cafe when I was going out of the cafe. There's a little Pikmin that's going to be a gift for someone. There's the 64 joystick, which I already saw after I got it at the Nintendo store. There's this magnet thing. It could be any of those. It comes in a blind box. I haven't opened this yet. It's a Mario Sunshine magnet. It's got kind of a layer to it. Mario Sunshine's probably not the one I would have wanted. Maybe, well, 3D World would be my favourite one out of those. But that's fine. That's random. And then I got the Cat Mario plushie, because cats, and 3D World is my favourite Mario. I got this sticker sheet, which I can put with my other stickers. Then at the Pokemon store, I got this little Pikachu with a hat on. And then at the Nintendo store, I got this Animal Crossing apron, which is going to be a gift for someone. There's a brand of stickers called B-Side, and they're supposed to be kind of waterproof and UV resistant, so they can be outside. So I got those 2 from the Pokemon store, obviously, and then this one of the Monster Hunter Palico cat, I think it's called. That was from the Capcom store. And I think that's everything. Someone recommended I have a look around this area. Looks like there's a bunch of restaurants and stuff, so it could be interesting to check out. It's very busy around here. So there's some funny things to see. So many people here. There's police trying to guide everyone so it doesn't block up the bridge. So today I'm just going to be doing stuff around Osaka. Now I'm going to go to this Gigo because there's an anime crossover thing that they're starting today. I want to see if I can find it. And then at 12 for lunch I'm going to the Kirby Café, and then this afternoon I'm going to go to the Panasonic Museum, and then after that I'm not sure, but I'm sure there'll be something to do. Okay, I found the Kirby Café after a bit of trouble. I found a help desk and they said it was on the 9th floor because it doesn't clearly say that on Google Maps. Okay, so I'm in the Kirby Cafe. There's a menu here with some stuff. I'll work out something. Maybe the Kirby burger there. It's definitely a lot busier here today than the Capcom cafe yesterday. And I said you can only place one order, so you have to get everything that you want. So there's the Kirby burger. I've got this little thing for the dessert as well. Okay, well that was really good. I bought the plate, and then I'll have a look at the cafe store here as well. So there's a Pokemon cafe here as well, but I'm not going to go to this one. Okay, so I'm back at Gigo at the arcade, and I got the things that I wanted. The anime things with custard in them, and these little coasters. I think they're coasters, so they come with it as well. Okay, well I think this is the Panasonic Museum. That should be interesting. Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Oh, VHS camera. CD player, that's for 1987. Very, very thin for that time. And the camera that I'm using to record this right now is a Lumix, except a lot newer than this one, obviously. This thing is a hairdryer for travel. It's 2 centimeters thick. There's a portable VHS recorder. This would have been used to record video on, I think, if you had a video camera. And that was Panasonic's competition to the Walkman. There's a battery from 1931, and batteries over the years. For the last 2 years or so, I've been having a lot of fun buying and watching VHS movies. So here's some old VCRs, extremely old, and a DVD player, a Blu-ray player. I wish I had a CRT that big. I think mine's only a 19 or 20 inch or something. Cool old one from the 70s. I always hear these Panasonic Eneloop batteries are supposed to be the best rechargeable ones, but I've never used them before. And I thought electric bikes were a fairly new thing, but this one here, it's from 1980. I wonder if it's just a lead acid battery in there or something. Here's a portable GPS from 95. Kind of looks like a really big Game Boy. And apparently this was the first TV to have a remote, like infrared remote. Is this a Panasonic mascot? I've never seen that before. Okay, so this thing is National Boy. I had forgotten about these, but I kind of remember seeing ads for them as a kid, maybe. It's an ultrasonic bath shower thing. You sit inside and it washes you with all those jets in there. Looks very uncomfortable. So from an Expo 70. It's a bunch of old TVs and radios and stuff. Very cool things. Like this weird round one. Tough one, or a tiny little one. Or a not so tiny one. This vacuum here looks very familiar for some reason. Well, that was good to have a look around. It's only small, so it didn't take very long. And I got one of the national mascots as well. So stuff I got today, starting with the Kirby Cafe stuff. I got the Kirby Cafe plate, because that was really good. Really hope that doesn't get broken. It's got this box to go in, so it should be alright. And then I got a Chef Kirby plush. This was the little one. There was a big one as well, but this one was cheaper. I got this sticker for checking in with my Nintendo account. And I got the teaspoon, which has the Kirby Cafe on it. There was a big spoon and a fork as well, but that was good enough. This box here I haven't looked in yet to see which one it is, and I'm glad it's a good one. It's Chef Kirby, that's perfect. It's a magnet, so I'll be able to stick it to my fridge. That is extremely good. And I got 2 CDs. There's the Sound of the Kirby Cafe 2, which this is the music of the cafe. I didn't actually hear them playing the music when I was there, unless it was just too quiet and I didn't hear it. But I've got the first CD of this. I got it on eBay a few years ago. So it's good to have the sequel. And then I also got this CD, the 25th Anniversary Orchestra Concert, which I don't think I've ever seen this before, or maybe I'd heard about it and forgot, but thought I might as well buy it, seeing as I am here. And then, as I said before, I got the National Boy from the Panasonic Museum, so it was only cheap. And also, as seen earlier, I got the quintuplet coasters for Miku and Ichika. That was with the little food things I got at the arcade. So I also just realized this is a piggy bank. It's got a coin slot in the head, and then the legs come off. So today I'm gonna do the Fushimi Inari shrine. I just got the train here. Got here later than I would have liked. It's 10:30 now, and I kind of got up late. Slept in a bit, and then to start with I got the wrong train. So this is one of the extremely popular tourist areas, so there's going to be tons of people, but it should be interesting at least. So there's already lots of tourist shops and stuff here, with I'm sure they're overpriced. So we'll keep going and see what there is. Okay, well, I think this is the start of the main thing. The stairs going up here. See how this goes. Going up that way next, I guess. I've heard it gets less crowded towards the top, so we'll see what happens. So this is some of the way up. The crowd is starting to thin out a little bit. So there's definitely fewer people up here now. It's very crowded down to the bottom. I'm not sure how far I am to the top yet, but it's been a very good walk. Lots of stairs though. Okay, so this is the top. It's about 12 now, so it took what, an hour and a half roughly to get up here. It's a good walk. Lots and lots of steps. Okay, well that was pretty good. I'm almost back down at the bottom now. While I'm in Kyoto, I'm going to check out some other stuff because it's like a almost hour train ride from Osaka to here. Okay, well I don't have any real plans. I'll just have a look around Kyoto here a bit. And there's maybe one or two shops that I want to go to if I can find them. So I'm just walking around this market area and I found this temple which looks like it could be interesting. It's good when it has camera okay. Well, that was an interesting look at some old samurai swords and armor and stuff. I didn't understand what those diagrams or whatever of the swords were supposed to mean though. So I wasn't planning on coming to the Nintendo store here, but I just randomly found it, so I thought I might as well come here just to see it. It's a very big store. I think maybe bigger than the other two that I've been to. The one in Tokyo is small and extremely crowded. And there's a giant Mario head in the lobby. It's nice blue and white and one just here. I like that. So I got the train and a bus to here because around here somewhere there's a huge book-off store that I saw recommended online. And then I saw on Google Maps that just around here somewhere there's also another Super Autobacs store, so maybe I can have a look around there as well. Okay, so here is Book Off Super Bazaar, which is basically a gigantic book off. And then over there is Super Autobacs, so I'll have a look there afterwards. So this store is huge. There's like rows and rows of books and then CDs and DVDs, and then down here there's audio electronics, and I've barely had a look around anywhere yet. Is that a Pac-Man speaker or something? Pac-Man Bluetooth speaker. That CD Walkman is suspiciously cheap at only about $10. The description according to Google Translate is it's got cosmetic damage and it may have been tested with its playing CDs, but it's extremely cheap. I found some VCRs and some other interesting things. There's a DVD and VHS player and a Laserdisc player. That's cool. $85 roughly. So have a old DVD player, VCR, Mitsubishi VCR, $41. Wonder if it works. A video mixer. I've never seen this before. Don't know what that does. But then I guess you can. It's got chroma key on it, so you can probably key out things and do transitions between shots. So it's got a bunch of inputs on it. It's very interesting. I've got kitchen stuff and other like plates and cups and stuff. And a big section of clothes. And here's all the like figures and toys and cards and stuff. So I got the CD Walkman. These on the collector's market on eBay usually go for like over $100 at least, depending on the condition. And this was basically $10. According to the label written on it, it should work. It'll just be interesting. I'll have to get some batteries for it. And I'll try one of the CDs that I bought a few days ago. Because that's extremely cheap and physically it looks fine. You know, just have to see what happens. And so it was very interesting looking around there. It's about 5 to 6. It's already dark. I think the Autobacs doesn't close for another little while. So I'll go over there and have a look. Okay, I'll have a look around here. Should be another interesting store. So they've got lots of wheels, and I just found some cheap batteries to give that CD Walkman a try. There's a tyre sock for when it snows. Don't have to worry about that at home. Some other tyre chains and stuff. I've got oil in metal drums here instead of plastic containers, well, plastic bottles. So 3 litres, 4 litres. That's interesting. Well, that was interesting. It was mostly the same as that other store that I went to, but at least I was able to get some cheap batteries to test with. So they were only 110 yen, so like slightly over $1. But now it's 6:15. I should really go back to this train station and go back to Osaka. So I made it back to the hotel and everything, that's all good. And I've been wanting to get some ramen while I've been here. So I found a little place nearby. I got this chicken stuff. So hopefully it's as good as I'm hoping it'll be. I've had proper ramen once before in the past years ago and it was good. And this place had good reviews, so we'll see what it's like. Okay, well that was pretty good. Maybe not quite as good as I was hoping, but it was still good. So that was this place. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I'm glad I went there. It's raining now, and of course I left my umbrella behind at the hotel when I dropped everything else off, but it's not that far of a walk back. So the CD Walkman works. It seems to work perfectly fine. I put the batteries in it. It already had some batteries in there, but they must have been flat. But yeah, it's working perfectly, and it's in really good condition. I really like the blue and white colour scheme, and it's got some tiny scratches, but nothing bad at all. It's really, really good. I'm currently listening to the Kirby Café CD that I got a few days ago. That's really, really good. So yeah, I can't believe it was only like $10. So ones on eBay I've seen are like at least $100, or one in box is over $200. Yeah, that's an extremely good find. It's got the little screen on the front there. It's so good. So later on today I'm going to be going back to Kyoto and to the Nintendo Museum, which is one of the main reasons why I came to Japan. And I've got a few hours to fill in, so I thought I might as well come to Osaka Castle and have a look. So it seems like it should be a pretty cool place to have a look around. There's this moat around it which looks pretty gross though, with all the algae in it. But yeah, it should be good. So this building is from the 60s. Martial Arts Training Center. Yeah, well, that's it. Very impressive looking. Well, here's the view from the top. It's a pretty good look around the city. There's some interesting stuff inside, but for all the interesting stuff they've got no photos allowed. And the view from the other side, I just realised that the previous shot I did was overexposed because I forgot to change it after last night. Okay, well that was pretty good. Definitely worth checking out that. It's about 11:15 now, so I've still got a bit of time to fill in. On Instagram or somewhere online, I heard about this cat-themed cafe, so I had to come here and have a look, because cats are so good. Halloween stuff as well, of course. got this little cat cake and iced coffee. It's interesting how bikes here are considered a legitimate form of transport. They're not just for kind of fun or exercise. People actually use them to get around everywhere. Okay, well, now at the Nintendo Museum. They've got extremely high security here, like airport style bag scanning and metal detectors. So I've got my pass to get in, which has got my Me on it, and it's got that on the other side, so that is very good. I've got my 3DS here as well to see how many street passes I get. This is it. I think there's some parts of the museum you can't get photos in, so we'll see what happens. So I'm in, and this spot you are allowed to get pictures, so it has been extremely good so far. And there's like a little Pikmin just here. But yeah, there's a lot of amazing stuff on display that you're not allowed to get pictures of, and a really cool art section. One of the cool things in the art is prototype art for Splatoon when it still had rabbits instead of squid. So that was really cool because Splatoon's one of my favourite games. So there's still more to look at. So this part of the museum you are allowed photos. So here's some Hanafuda cards. That's pretty cool. And some of the early Pokemon cards. And other sorts of cards. Like the 3DS AR cards. So there's an Ultra Hand and the Ultra Machine, which is it throws balls. It's been referenced in Nintendo games before, and I didn't realize it was so small. It's like a newer one and an older one. So there's the Zapper game where you have to shoot as many things as you can. I might give that one a try. So it looks pretty fun. Light gun games are always good. Here's some examples of the light gun games. So there's the Zapper and the Super Skirt. Here's one of the original toys you can use. There's the Ultra Machine. Oh, so hit something. That's pretty cool to see it in motion. I can't do a giant controller because you need 2 people. So I just had a go of the batting one, and it just reminds me how bad I am at sports and trying to hit things with a bat. So it said, I think there were 325 balls or something, and I think I hit maybe 5 or 6 of them. So yeah, I'm really not good at sports. So they give you 10 points worth of activities to do, and so I did the light gun thing twice, and there was the batting thing, so that's my 10 points used. Or you could spend a point on a game. I'm not sure why you would bother with that. I've got plenty of games at home. So there's the giant controllers that I wasn't able to do. Giant 64 controller, giant Wii remotes over there somewhere. So I've been here for basically 3 hours now. So I'll go to like the gift shop and see what there is. There's a model of the place, so in the upstairs there was a lot to look at. Have a look in the gift shop, see what there is to buy. Probably lots. There's Hanafuda cards for like $100, $165. You can buy a new Ultra Hand. That's cool. Lots of Famicom merch. There's NES, Disk System, Game Boy 64. It's funny to see merch for the Virtual Boy, a system that did very badly. But they are re-releasing a new one for the Switch. It's a very big Wii remote. I think the 3DS is kind of my favourite system, so I'll have to get some. I'll have to get this. Okay, well it's time to go. They're about to close. Okay, well they're closing. Just getting a last look of the place. It was very, very good. Alright, well that's the end of that. Maybe I will never get a chance to come here ever again. But next, I've heard that Coco's curry house is really good, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, I have curry, that looks good. And an iced coffee. Okay, well that curry was pretty good. Now it's time to say goodbye to the Nintendo Museum and find the train station and go all the way back to Osaka. Okay, well here's all the stuff I bought at the Nintendo Museum shop. So there's 2 sticker packs. There's the 3DS one, so there's lots of 3DS stickers. The Wii U one with lots of Wii U stickers. And then I got the Super Nintendo mug, which that's going to be a gift for someone. Oops, come on, focus. And then I got this official book, which I'm not sure what's even in here. It's got stuff about the museum. That's looks like it has some interesting stuff in it. And then I got this reusable shopping bag, which is a good size. Seems like it's pretty decent quality. On the Nintendo store, or at least the Nintendo Australia store, they have sold similar shopping bags to this, but it was smaller and too small to be worth using for anything. But that one is actually alright. And then I got these blind boxes. So there's the one with those things on it. I don't know what's in here yet. Oh yes, I think it is a 3DS, exactly what I was hoping for. 3DS. Kind of like my favorite Nintendo system, basically. That's cool. And it does fold. That's very, very good. Tiny little 3DS. And then what did I get in this one? I got the Virtual Boy controller. The Virtual Boy controller's good though. So I have pre-ordered the new Virtual Boy that Nintendo are releasing next year. And then the last one is this. It's like a cube that plays music. Ah, perfect. Got the GameCube. Turn it on. That is perfect. Let's hear that again. Exactly what I wanted. So yeah, the Nintendo Museum was so amazing. They had so much cool stuff there, and stuff that I'd never even heard of before. They had this bongo drum from the 70s, which was like an electronic synth instrument. I'd never even heard of it before, and I know quite a lot about Nintendo stuff because I'm quite a big fan of it, but there's just so much old stuff there, and like of their old toys and things. It was just amazing. I got there at 3:30 and was there until they closed at 7. Yeah, it was tons of fun. Well, so today I'm going to Universal Studios and Super Nintendo World. I've never been to a theme park before, so I've got no idea how this works. But I've already paid for my ticket and everything, and I got one of the express passes to get in at, well, between 11:20 and 12:20, and it's 11:15 now, so we'll see what happens. This is it. Okay, so I'm through security. Now I have to go through the gates to get in, I guess. Which line looks short. Okay, well, I'm in. Now I need to go find where the Nintendo stuff is. It's probably at the back somewhere. And then after I do that, I'll have a look around the other parts of the park, like there's a Harry Potter section somewhere. Jurassic Park. Okay, well, here's the entrance finally. It's, what, 5 to 12. This is it. This is one of the main reasons why I came here. Hopefully it's worth it. So I've got entry into one of like the Donkey Kong minecart ride for the next 20 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. So the express pass got me through most of the line. I don't think you're allowed to use cameras on the actual ride though. There's some Pikmin down there. So that was pretty intense, really. Never been on anything like that before. But it was pretty good. It's a pretty big gift shop in here with all sorts of Mario stuff in it. I got a Donkey Kong little car thing back at the Donkey Kong area. Okay, so I got a magnet and a cup at the shop, like a Mario cup. Well, I'll show you later the stuff, what it looks like. So I'll have a look around the Mario area now. That's Luigi as well. Going up to the Mario Kart 1 single rider line is like 50-minute wait, but I might as well do it. Okay, well that was the Mario Kart thing done. That's pretty good. So it's like an augmented reality Mario Kart thing where you put on kind of like a VR headset, except it's not. It's transparent. What is this thing? It's transparent and you can kind of see through it. It kind of strained my eyes though. But yeah, it was pretty fun. You go around a course and on the AR screen you get like shells and stuff and you have to try and hit things along the way. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The Mario Kart themed shop after the Mario Kart thing. That's pretty cool, especially the Mario Kart part. Okay, I wanted to go into the Toad Cafe here, but you have to book a reservation through the website, and the website barely works, and then I tried to do it again, and then it said there were no reservations left. So I got this, it's like a Yoshi egg, and it's got noodles in it or something. Hopefully it's good, because I've barely eaten anything all day. Okay, so it's got like a bread pastry sort of thing, and then noodles, and then cheese on the inside. So yeah, it's pretty good. So there was no line, so I got the Donkey Kong hot dog as well. So we'll see what it looks like. That's pretty good. It's got toasted bread, a sausage, some cheese sauce and chips, and a little Donkey Kong thing. Okay, well, after almost 5 hours in Super Nintendo World, I kind of had enough. So I'll go out of there and have a look around some other parts of the park. There's no way I would do this roller coaster. I would not do that. There's a lake in the middle of the place. I didn't know Snoopy was still such a popular thing. So, Hello Kitty Cafe. I have Resident Evil stuff. Have a look at that. So there's zombie dog plushies, water bottles, there's clear file things. BSAA hands. More. There's a towel as well. Okay, and this part is supposed to be New York themed. So there are some special Pikachus and what's that one called? Gengar or something? But I don't like it that much. 40 years since Back to the Future. It's not a very good model of the DeLorean. It looks extremely cheap and nasty. I've got a better Hot Wheels model. A tiny little red puffer jacket. That's funny. Well, there's a Jurassic Park store as well. I saw that new movie. It was pretty good. Okay, so I'm in the Harry Potter area now. It's like 20 to 7. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but it's very crowded. It's so crowded here and it's dark, so it's hard to see what's even going on and what, like if there's a line for something or people that are standing around. So I just did the ride that's in the castle because it was the last thing on my express pass that I'd paid for. And the website didn't have any description of what it actually was, but yeah, it was another roller coaster type of ride where you go through these tunnels and there's a projector to make it kind of augmented reality. And then there's some real parts as well, and it kind of goes all over the place. And yeah, it was cool, but I still kind of feel a little bit sick again after it. But it's basically 8:30 now. Been here for like 8 hours or more, so I think I've had enough. It's time to leave. Okay, I'm now out of the main park. Time to go back to the train station and go back to the hotel. It was a good almost 9 hours in the park, so it was a pretty busy day. It's just, I can't believe how many people there are here. It's crazy. There's huge crowds no matter what. Yeah, once I get back to the hotel I can show you what I bought. Okay, we'll have a quick look at the stuff I bought today. It's a huge day. I'm very tired, especially after I stayed up too late last night. So, as we saw earlier, I got the DK mug, which is really, really cool. It's not really usable as a mug though, it's more of just a prop, because you're supposed to put a plastic cup inside of it, which is what I did at the park. It's got this spoon as well, with some Donkey Kong art on it. It's kind of funny that all the Donkey Kong stuff in the park is out of date now, because with the movie and Mario Kart 8, I mean not Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart World, they have redesigned Donkey Kong and he doesn't really look like that anymore. But yeah, the plastic spoon. In the Donkey Kong area, I got the little Donkey Kong mine cart thing. It's the same brand as the other car toys that I bought, the Honda thing. I got a magnet of Super Nintendo World. I thought that looked really cool. And it's a magnet so I can go in my fridge, I think. And then the last thing was the power-up bracelet, which you can use to interact with stuff in the park. I really don't think this is worth it. It's only worth it if you want to try and do every single thing in Super Nintendo World, which I didn't. So yeah, I probably wouldn't really recommend buying that. But anyway, it was a really fun day. Very exhausting. It's time for bed. And I forgot one thing. I got this Mario cup as well. It's a really good sized cup. It's nice and big. It's got good artwork of Mario on it. So I thought that was worth it. Because usually when you see cups at places, they're always too small. But I like to have a big cup. Alright, well today is my last full day here. Leaving the hotel now. Getting the Shinkansen back to Tokyo, and then the flight home is tomorrow morning, so it's a bit rainy. I do have my umbrella, but carrying an umbrella with a suitcase and my other bag is probably going to be awkward, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm now at the Shin Osaka station, just waiting for my train in about 10 minutes. I've got another window seat, so it should be good, and it's going a different route than the one I took a few days ago, so it'll be a different scenic view. Well, okay, I'm now on the train. It's going all the way to Tokyo, so I think it's going to be quite a long ride. Should be good though.
今日も新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。マナーモードに切り替えるなど、周りのお客様のご迷惑とならないようにご協力をお願いいたします。Welcome to the Shinkansen. 続きまして、電車のお客様へそれぞれ別のご案内です。この電車のグリーン車8号車から10号車では。
Right, well I made it back in Tokyo. It's about 20 past 1 now, so it took, what, 2.5 hours. It was a good ride. It's still raining, So I'll make my way to the hotel. It's the same one I was staying at before. I'll have to drop off my suitcase and fill in some time until 3 when I can check in properly. Okay. Alright, well I'm back at the same hotel I was at a few days ago. Dropped off my suitcase. So I'll fill in the rest of the afternoon with some stuff. I had some friends tell me some good places that I should go visit. Except first I want to go find some lunch. Okay, I've come to McDonald's because today the Street Fighter game crossover starts. So I want to get one of those Street Fighter burgers. That'll be just a fun thing to do, I think. Alright, I got it. Okay, well that was a good lunch. So now I'm going to get the train to another place in the city that has been recommended to me by friends. I can't really do much outside with the rain. So someone suggested that I come to this shopping centre to have a look around. Looks like it should be good. Better than being outside in this weather that's not so nice. There's another Pokemon centre here of course, but there's nothing more I want to buy. There's this thing. So the machine just pressed that little copper or brass thing into this with a Pikachu on it, and it was still hot when it came out because it just like pressed it with that pattern on it. So that's kind of cool. And there's a Pokemon Café here as well. It's too bad I've had lunch already. I don't want anything now. And the garbage Pokemon is a rubbish bin. There's heaps of Pokemon stuff on this floor. So there's this Bandai Namco store. World's largest capsule toy store, according to that. They really do have tons of these things. And I found one for Tim Tams, so maybe I'll get that. I got the little white Tim Tam, is it? Yes. It's a little white Tim Tam packet. So I came back to this kind of shopping area where I was last week when I met up with someone, and we went to that restaurant and had a look around at some random shops and stuff. I came here mostly just to fill in some time and to get something that I saw last week, but also to go back to the place that has the best taiyaki, because it's like the custard filled pastry thing. I've had some at a few different little restaurant things around the place, but this is the best place. So I'm at the hotel, just checked in. Thankfully this time I was able to get a non-smoking room, so it doesn't stink. Oops, kick the bin. Doesn't stink in here like the other room that I got last week. But being an older hotel, it does kind of smell a little bit off, so I've opened the window just to try and air it out. Something's very noisy out there though, air conditioning or something. But anyway, it was a good day. Alright, well today is the last day of the holiday. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm just about to leave and start going to the airport. But it's been such an amazing holiday. Really, really good. One of the best holidays I've ever been on, really. Going to like all the new places and meeting up with the Famicast guys and another friend, and going to the Honda collection hall was amazing, and the Nintendo museum, and just all the new stuff that I've done over the last 2 weeks has been so good. Bought lots of stuff to take home and give to people and have for myself. Yeah, it's been such a good holiday. It's going to be an interesting day today, so going to the airport, it's a day flight, not a night flight this time, so at least I don't have to try and sleep again. It's the train to the airport. Okay, it's about 9:30 now through all the security stuff, so I think it's at 10:55 or like 10:30 is when the boarding is, so got around an hour to have a look around. So last night I purposefully spent the last of the cash that I had left, and then this morning I needed to put more money on my train card because it didn't have enough to exit the station, and the smallest amount of money you can get out at the ATM is $100 basically, and I only needed to put $10 worth on my train card, so I've got like $90 cash, or like 90,000 yen to spend just so I don't have this cash, so I'll try and find something at those shops. So yeah, I've got 9,000 yen to waste basically. I think before I might have said 90,000, which is not right. So, a lot of planes out there. I've had a look around some shops and have some possibilities, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, well there it is. I couldn't find anything worth buying besides a packet of Kit Kats. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the leftover cash now, but I'll work something out. Right, well, it's time to board. Right, now on. It's finally time to take off. Okay, it's 8:10 and I've now landed. Okay, well, customs was easy. I had to scan my passport and stuff, and then I gave them the form that if you have to declare anything, and it just let me through basically, no issues. So at that currency exchange thing just there, I was able to get rid of the 9,000 yen that I had left. It's probably not the best exchange rate, but something's better than nothing. Seems a little bit soon to have Christmas decorations up, being not even November yet, but at least it looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna get some food, and then I have a rental car to pick up. I thought as an end of the holiday I'm gonna rent an electric car just to try it out. On the booking it's supposed to be a Toyota electric car, but I don't know what car it is actually going to be yet. The other place is too fancy. I'll get something here instead. Alright, well I had a good sausage roll and chai latte. So I think it's 10 to 9. I think my car booking was 9:30. I kind of got the times wrong, but I'll go to the thing now and see if I can take it early. I've never rented a car before, so it should be interesting. I've got it all day tomorrow and returning it the afternoon of the day after tomorrow. I don't remember what day it is. Okay, so I rented it from Hertz, and it's the Toyota BZ4X, which it looks like is what they've given me. And they said it's in the overflow parking, so we'll go and find it. Okay, here it is, the Toyota BZ4X. I've never really seen one super up close before. Only kind of as they've been driving by, but I've been really wanting to try out an electric car, and I thought, while I'm in Perth, this is the perfect chance. Is just to rent one for a day or two. I'm not sure how charging is going to go yet. I don't know if I need to stop at a charging station or if I can charge it at my sister's house. Yeah, this should be fun. Okay, I'll have a better look tomorrow in the daytime, but it's got a nice big hatchback to put the suitcase in. Okay, so inside it's got a gigantic touchscreen and another screen for the speedo, and it's only done 3000 k, so it's basically brand new. Apparently it is on and running. The air conditioner came on full blast. I had to turn that down. I should be able to connect my phone to get the Android Auto. I think there's a USB port down there by the looks of it. But yeah, I think this should be pretty cool. Okay, well that was an interesting first drive. First impressions are it's extremely smooth and quiet, but because there's no like engine sound feedback, it's hard to keep a consistent speed. So I'll have to work out how the cruise control works so I don't go over the speed limit. But I'm gonna drive it around as much as I can for the next 2 days, just for the fun of it. Well, it's the morning again. I'm gonna be doing some stuff today. Gonna drive this around as much as I can just for fun. A while ago I put it on charge because it does come with a just normal 10 amp charger. I think last night it was down to about 92% or something. So in the instructions it just says to end charging, just turn off the charger and then unplug it. But it won't unplug. Okay, so I looked it up online. You have to unlock it with the key, and then that also unlocks the charging cable, so I guess that makes sense. So after charging for that 2 hours and 45 minutes this morning, it's up to 99%, so that's pretty good. I was not expecting it to be almost fully charged after that long, but I guess it was only down to 92, so that's good. When I take it back tomorrow afternoon, the rental agreement says you have to charge it at least as much as you got it. On the paperwork, it said it was at 90% when I think it was actually at 98%. So depending on how much driving I do, I might have to take it to a rapid charger somewhere. So after driving this around quite a bit yesterday and today, I've been very impressed with how good it is. It's like really nice to drive, and it's just really smooth and nice, and it's got heaps of power, and it's kind of too big for what I would usually prefer. And I'm sure to buy one new is also extremely expensive, but it's been really good. I'm very impressed. We'll have a look under the bonnet. So at first it kind of looks like a normal engine, but then you have a closer look and it's totally different. Like there's these huge battery cables, and then there's the normal 12 volt battery for the 12 volt electrics. And then there's this huge electronic unit thing here. And down there I'm guessing is where the motor is. I don't know what all this top stuff is. And then there's cooling stuff, like all these hoses. That looks like coolant. But yeah, it's really cool. Then underneath it's just all flat, which I'm guessing that's the battery under there. In a few hours I have to take it back to the airport, but not for like 4 hours or so, so I'm going to keep driving it around. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to take it to my brother's place to show him. But yeah, it's been really, really good. Alright, well I'm back home again and I've got my cat Honey. It's happy to be home again, I think. So I had an incredibly good holiday. Like going to the Nintendo Museum and Super Nintendo World and Honda Museum and the Toyota one and meeting up with people and all that sort of stuff. It's just a really amazing holiday. So glad I did it, even though it was very expensive, but I bought all this cool stuff that I need to unpack now. Yeah, it was such a good holiday. So hopefully this has been an interesting vlog to watch as well. So I had fun making it. Hopefully it's going to be fun to watch. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye, honey. That's the end of the video.